This video is sponsored by Curiosity. Stay curious to support this channel. Since there seems to be no distinction between you and the universe, should I consider you as a universe? This is like saying that the universe, which has recombined itself in a conscious being, is now asking questions on its own existence. We do not know the answers of most fundamental questions of reality. One very basic, still complex question is, how does the universe look like from outside? Or is there even any outside? So, will you dare to join me in a quest to find? Let's find out some of the possible answers of this very enlightening problem. So, is the universe infinite or finite? If it is finite, then does it have any edge or is it edgeless? Also, what shape is the universe? The universe is thought to have an invisible fabric of space and time. You can consider this as a rubber sheet which bends around massive objects. Our space-time bends around mass, and since mass is equivalent to energy, it also bends around energy. Okay, now you know that the universe is no more boring. It also has some interesting curves. The common intuition says that the universe is three-dimensional. But Einstein introduced time as a fourth dimension. The story does not end here. One of the most important modern theory, the string theory, states that the universe must have 10 or 11 dimensions. We will cover the idea of dimensions in later videos. For instance, when two-dimensional rubber sheet bends, it curves into depth, which is a third dimension. Similarly, when we say that the universe is bending, we actually mean it is curving into higher dimensions. Let's move forward in our discussion. The shape of the universe can be understood from the local geometry, which deals with curvature, and the global geometry, which deals with topology of the universe. In brief, topology is a branch of mathematics which does not distinguish between a cup and a donut. Unfortunately, we cannot access the entire universe for our observations. But assuming that the observable universe is similar for all contemporary vantage points, we can discuss an entire universe with the information only inside observable universe. Now let's come to the point. How does the universe look like? The universe can either be spherical or hyperbolic or flat. But let me warn you, these are higher dimensional shapes. So yeah, the universe is not two-dimensional, neither you are a flatlander. In order to know the answer precisely, we have a density parameter, which is average density of the universe divided by the exact density that is needed to make the universe flat. So, if the curvature of the universe is positive, then the universe will be interestingly spherical and finite. Every science fiction writer wants this to be true. But if the curvature is 0 or negative, then the universe will be a bit boring, flat or hyperbolic, but infinite. So, how do we calculate the curvature? Well, we draw triangles in the universe and check if the sum of their angles equal to 180 degrees or not. Actually, in a universe which has curves, parallel lines can also intersect and diverge. Also, sum of the all angles of triangles is not necessarily equal to pi radians. For instance, a triangle drawn from equator of Earth to pole will have at least two angles equal to 90 degrees. Because the geometry of Earth is curved with respect to flat surfaces. You can take same intuition into higher dimensions. So, whether the universe is infinite or finite in extent, whether the geometry of the global universe is flat or curved, whether the topology is simply connected like a sphere or multiply connected like a torus. If the universe is finite, does it have edge or not? There exist many finite shapes with no edge, such as 3 spheres or 3 torus. Bottom line is that experimental data shows us that the universe is pretty flat. But they are also consistent with other shapes. A flat universe that is simply connected implies an infinite universe. But the torus is finite, multiply connected, finite and compact.